Good afternoon. It is 3:30. Just wanted to trip you up for a minute. It is 3:30. It is time for our afternoon coffee talk. We get together during the week, check in and see what's doing in the world of weather. And, of course, make sure you know all the latest data coming into the Weather Center. Of course, Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi and Meteorologist Cam Tran hard at work on your full forecast for West 2 News at 4, 5, 5:30, and 6. Meanwhile, we're just enjoying this beautiful hot afternoon. Here's a live look from our Tower Cam network. We're over in Melbourne. You are looking mighty fine. Let's head up the shoreline, see what's doing from Cocoa over toward Port Canaveral. A few more clouds that direction. Kennedy Space Center looking awful nice. We head inland. Take a look. Some more clouds, definitely across the interior. Some clouds, even watching some showers. This is our tourist district Tower Cam. And last but not least, from Lake Eola, yeah, there are some downpours in the mix. Let's talk temperatures across town. 90 degrees in Orlando. It is 90 degrees in Claremont, 86 for us in Leesburg, 88 degrees in Wildwood. We're sitting at about 85 degrees in DeLand. The winds are nice and light, but all the showers and storms that we're tracking on radar, all of that activity is kind of working little by little off toward the west. So here's a look at our first warning Doppler radar and a nice batch of downpour action coming in around Port Canaveral. You can see it as we lapse the radar around Cocoa Beach, Satellite Beach. Patrick Space Force Base will widen the perspective up. A few more showers around the Kennedy Space Center. A few showers up there approaching New Smyrna Beach and the Ponce Inlet. And then we head inland where we've got some pretty decent heavy rains right over like Lake Apopka. You can kind of see it heading over toward Montverde. Let's head over here towards Sumter County, watching some nice downpours out by you. Lake Pennsauken, Bushnell, and then up into Marion County. Some thunder and lightning around Ocala, working out toward Dunell in the next couple of moments' time. For the evening, expect those showers and storms that we do have to be around with us these next several hours' time, but working out toward the west little by little by little. 84, 7 o'clock, 80 degrees, 9 o'clock, into the upper 70s just thereafter. So let's take a look at Futurecast, and here we go through time. Let me just kind of pause this. You can see by 6 o'clock, everything is out west. There will be a few showers kind of trying to reorganize in our eastern areas, but by tomorrow morning, notice we may be tracking a couple of coastal showers, so keep that in mind. Through about 8:30, 9 o'clock, they're moving inland, and we're going with kind of scattered showers and thunder showers through tomorrow afternoon, about a 40 or so % chance of rain. But that said, let's take a look at Futurecast, and let's just take this through time. This is a wide shot of Futurecast. Thursday, we've got moisture around. What's going on there? Friday into Saturday? Yeah, that is some tropical moisture. We've been talking a lot about this on social media here these last couple of days. The remnants of Agatha out in the Pacific starting now to work in our general direction. Yeah. So what does that mean? Well, first off, let's just talk about it. Here's a look at the storm system as it is right now. It's really weakened. It's lost a lot of its oomph. But as it kind of continues to work across Mexico, there are two major scenarios that we see playing out across the basin. Okay, the first kind of takes it a little further north. The second kind of takes it a little further south. Before we get into the scenarios, here's a look at the development chances from the National Hurricane Center. Over the next 2 days' time, they're giving it a 30% likelihood of developing. Over the next 5 days' time, they're giving it a 70% likelihood of developing. This is important because it's not going to happen instantly, we don't think. Now, over the next couple of days, we may start to see some development, but it's more of a, like, Thursday, Friday scenario, okay? Thursday, Friday scenario is what we're looking at. Late this week, could see a tropical depression form, could try to get a little bit stronger, but, the models aren't trying to get too strong on it. But again, Thursday, Friday is our timeline. That's when we think it could start to develop. Friday, Saturday is when we think it could start to approach the Sunshine State. That's where we get involved. So let's talk again about the different scenarios, and then we're going to look at the computer forecast models, okay? So scenario number one, the one that would be further away from us, is the southern version. That's the GFS, the American model, which has been saying, at least in our area, Not much. We'll watch it. Maybe it gets a name, maybe it doesn't, but it'll stay out over Cuba, the Florida Straits, the Florida Keys. The second scenario is the European scenario, which kind of takes it a little more toward us, basically. Brings a lot of rainfall, brings the threat for severe weather, that sort of thing. So you can see the red box. That's where the Hurricane Center says we'll probably see some rainfall. We'll probably see some tropical development. We'll have to see how it all plays out. But what track exactly? It's just too early to tell. Here's a look at the computer models, and just roll through time here. Again, Thursday, Friday, out. Saturday, still out over the Gulf. But by Saturday, late into Sunday, that's when the models are kind of bringing it over the peninsula. And you could see they're pretty tightly wound, taking that northern trajectory. If that northern trajectory plays out, it's going to be a much bigger rain event for us in Central Florida. So take a look. Again, the GFS on the right is keeping the storm and all of its moisture south. The European on the left is taking it right over top of us. And if that's the case, I think that we're talking about not just a rainy weekend, but flooding potential. I mean, you see some of these rust shades here. That's 5 to 8 inches. The red, it's hinting that we could even see more than 8 inches of rain. Now, a couple of things to remember, okay? First and foremost, our climate does depend on tropical moisture. So, very important to remember that. All right, here's the GFS model. This is the most recent, the 12Z run. This is what Tony Manolfi and Cam Tran are using to work on their forecast. And let's just roll through time. And you can kind of see the model is trying to show development here. This is Thursday morning, 12Z. So that's going to be 8 o'clock in the morning, trying to show something getting going. And then by about, that's Friday, 11 a.m. Again, the GFS keeping that moisture mostly south of us. And then pulling it out and taking it away. Let's switch over and let's look at the European model. Okay? This is the European. Same thing. 12Z, the most recent model run. Development, that is 15Z Thursday. So you're talking 11 a.m. Thursday into Friday. But notice, not only is the European taking it further to the north toward like Charlotte Harbor, Port Charlotte area, but it is also trying to develop it just a little bit more, okay? So there's that. That would be Saturday at 11 a.m., kind of moving over top of us Saturday during the day into the evening, and then clearing out Sunday and moving away Sunday into Monday. Now that said, that's just some guidance. Remember, computer models are guidance, not gospel. But what I want to do is I want to turn this around. And we'll do that. We'll do, let's just do rain and let's just do accumulation. Okay? Let's just do rainfall accumulation. And again, the European showing some pockets of very heavy rainfall, as you can see there. 3, 4, 5 inches of rain. What about wind? Okay, that's going to be the big question mark. Let's do this. Bring it back. Wind gust swath. We'll do that. Okay. All right, so this is the European model. How much wind could we be talking about? All right. Wind gusting to 30, 35 miles an hour. Why am I showing this? Because I want to make sure you know this is not a big, scary thing. This is going to be a thing. This is going to be a thing we have to watch. That's the European. Let's switch over and look at the GFS. Yeah, the GFS is even way less wind. The GFS is like breezy day, no big deal. So, you know, if we just go and look at the European, which is trying to be super bullish and saying that it's going to be moving closer to us, you can very clearly see the wind is not a big concern, okay? So, I'm trying to make sure you know we're not going to hype it. We're going to be there. We're going to be covering it. When you see us covering, don't think that we're hyping it. Because we're not. We're just giving you information. I want to make sure you know about it. Tony wants to make sure you know about it. Cam wants to make sure you know about it. Alex wants to make sure. Kellyanne wants to we all want to make sure you know every little detail with all the new data. David, am I on vacation? I am on vacation. I am not being paid today, and yet here we are having a conversation, okay? You're going to get information here. You're not going to be getting hype, all right? So, lots of rain. This looks to be a big rainmaker for us, all right? Big rainmaker for us. Thankfully, that's it. So, when we look at the overall idea, today is continuing to watch the interaction of the remnants of Agatha with Mexico. Tomorrow and Thursday, we start to watch for that tropical development. Again, there is now a high likelihood that that is going to play out. After that, probably going to be talking about a crummy weekend for us in Central Florida. That's just where we're at. Yeah. Sorry. Believe me, it's not what I would like to be talking about, certainly, but here we are. All right. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? I want to make sure everybody knows about it. All right. That's where we're at. Not much left of Agatha. It's basically, is it even a remnant low? Does it have its, yeah, remnants of Agatha. So Agatha's done. The circulation is there. If we come here, let's switch over. Give me 2 seconds. I just want to look at the visible. It's going to have to load. Give it a couple seconds. So remnants of Agatha. So it's done. Yeah, you can very clearly see the circulation is like right there. So it's just about back out over water. All right. So once it gets out over water, that's when we're going to start to watch for redevelopment. All right. So high likelihood we have something developing out over the kind of Yucatan Peninsula, coastal waters, whether it be north or west or east or south, that sort of thing. All right. 70% chance over the next 5 days' time, 30% chance over the next 2 days' time. That's going to rise. We'll be tracking it. Water temperatures are hot out there, mid to even upper 80s in the loop current. So plenty of fuel. Yeah. Why isn't this storm on the hurricane list of names? Adam, because Agatha came from the Pacific. Once it gets named in the Atlantic basin, it will then take on, if it's named, it will take on the first name in the Atlantic season, which is Alex. All right? So if this is named, Alex would be its name. All right? Ashley says, I'll panic when Eric panics. I swear to you, we are not going to be panicking. Especially not in this storm system, okay? When Tony has his jacket off doing the weather, it's bad. Or it's hot in the studio. I always laugh when people say that. If it's hot in the studio or we're doing wall-to-wall coverage, the jacket tends to come off. It has nothing to do with the severity of a storm. All right? So that's where we're at. For right now, we're watching it. Next couple of days, seeing about development. Coral says just rain and a lot of it. Yep. The Madden-Julian oscillation, Johnny says, will definitely enhance the moisture content that's possibly coming as well. It will help to cause lift, which will help to soak it up. Help to spin it up a little bit. Yeah. All right. Mario, how about Sunday? We have a birthday party we are hosting and just want to see if I should still need to get the bounce house for that day. I mean, timing is not exact, but if we do this, you know, Futurecast is you're only as good as your model, right? And remember, it's guidance, not gospel. That's Saturday noon. That's Saturday at 8 p.m. That's Sunday at 6 a.m. So Futurecast already has it off of our East Coast by Sunday and then clearing out thereafter. All right? So for now, I'd say you're looking okay. We'll see how it plays out. All right? All right. So that's the latest model data. Are you curious what Tony has to say? Are you curious what the chief has to say? All right. That's when you have to tune in. Wesh 2 News at 4 starts in just 15 minutes time. He will be there at 5. Cam Tran is there at 4. And you're going to have all of the data that we were just looking at. And, of course, their expert interpretation. You want to hear what they have to say. Looking ahead to this weekend's forecast, how it plays into all the various events. I will be updating the Facebook and the Twitter through this evening. Through tomorrow. Tony Manolfi's just texting me. What's he saying? Oh, he's being Tony. We'll be talking as needed. And, of course, 6 a.m. We're doing a tropical update every morning now. 6 a.m. just the latest. You wake up, a quick 2-3 minute video. 6 a.m. I'll see you for the tropical update in the morning. 8 a.m. for coffee talk. And of course, 3:30 for the afternoon coffee talk. All right? All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early.